Hi, I am Syed on Maths Online. Today's topic is series solution of Legendre's differential equation. So let us consider the Legendre's differential equation. The Legendre's differential equation is written as 1 minus of x square d square y by dx square minus 2x into dy by dx plus n into n plus 1 times of y is equals to 0. This is the Legendre's differential equation. If you try to compare this equation with the general equation that I have given you earlier, the general equation for power series was p naught of x into d square y by dx square plus p1 of x into dy by dx plus p2 of x times of y is equals to 0. So this is the differential equation we have considered, and we have seen that if the value of this p naught of x, if it is not equals to 0, when the value of x is equals to 0, then in that case we can assume the solution to be y is equals to summation of ar x power of r. I had shown this result while dealing with the power series solution. So let us try to compare over here. What is the value of p naught? P naught into d square y by dx square. So here your value of p naught of x is nothing but 1 minus of x square. Suppose if I put the value of x to be equals to 0, we will be getting p naught of 0 is equals to, it is 1 minus x value is 0. So 1 minus 0 will be 1, which is not equals to 0. So you can see that p naught of x is not equals to 0. In that case, what is the solution you can assume? So we assume the solution as, y is equals to the summation of ar x power of r. The value of r will be from 0 to infinity. This is the solution that we are assuming. So now we need to find out the value of dy by dx. We need to find out the value of d square y by dx square. So let us try to differentiate this one. So we'll take this as equation number 1 and the solution to be equation number 2. So we'll try to differentiate this with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x, we'll be getting dy by dx is equals to, it is summation of r is equals to, so dy by dx is summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar as it is. Differentiation of x power of r will be r x power of r minus of 1. So then once again differentiate this with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x. So here also differentiate with respect to x. So we will be getting d square y by dx square is equals to summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar r into. Now differentiation of x power of r minus of 1 will be r minus of 1 into x power of r minus of 2, using the basic derivative of x power of n as n into x power of n minus of 1. That is what I am doing over here. X power of r minus of 1 will be r minus of 1 into x power of r minus of 2. Now we'll try to plug in this value of d square y by dx square, dy by dx and y back in equation number 1. So equation number 1 will imply, so equation 1 implies 1 minus of x square summation r is equals to 0 to infinity ar into r minus of 1 into x power of r minus of 2. Just replacing d square y by dx square in equation number 1 minus, you have 2x in equation 1, dy by dx is summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar r into x power of r minus of 1, and this term plus n into n plus 1 into y value is summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar x power of r is equals to 0. This is your equation number 1. Further, if you multiply this 1 inside, you will be getting summation r is equals to 0 to infinity ar r minus of 1 into x power of r minus of 2. 1 is multiplied. Then minus x square you have to multiply. So minus sign as it is, you get summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar r minus of 1 x power of, you can see this is plus 2 and minus 2 will cancel out, you'll just be getting x power of r here. So first term is complete. Now coming to the next term, minus 2 x you multiply inside. So it becomes ar r x power of, this is r minus of 1 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled, you will be getting x power of r. And this term as it is, no change. N into n plus 1 summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity ar x power of r is equals to 0. Now we'll equate the lowest power of x to 0. What is the lowest power of x you will be getting? Let us put r as 0 in all the equations and check. If you put r as 0 over here, what will be x power? X power of minus 2 you will be getting from the first term. Here if you put r as 0, I will be getting x power of 0. Here if you put r as 0, I will be getting x power of 0. Here r as 0, I will be getting x power of 0. So out of these two, which is the lowest power? Lowest power is x power of minus 2, which is there only in the first term. So I have to take only the first term by taking r as 0. So equate coefficient of x power of minus 2 to 0. So this you are obtaining by taking the value of r as 0. So you will get a0, r value is 0 here. Again r value is 0 minus of 1. So I've just taken the coefficient. Coefficient is by the side of x power of minus 2. What are the values you are having? You have just written those values and equate that to 0. The second, third and fourth term contains x power of 0. It does not contain x power of minus 2. Therefore, I will not be taking the other three terms. Now if you try to observe this expression here, this is 0, a0, this is 0, and this is minus of 1 is equals to 0. So 0 into anything will be 0. So 0 is already there. So therefore a0 need not be equals to 0. So x power of minus 2 have you equated by taking r as 0 in this case. Now let us take r as 1 and see what will be the powers. In the first term here, x power of r is 1, so 1 minus 2 will be minus of 1. Here r is 1, so we will be getting x power of 1. Here r is 1, x power of 1. Here r is 1, x power of 1. So out of these two terms, which is the lowest power? X power of minus of 1. So we'll try to equate the coefficient of x power of minus 1 to 0. Equate coefficient of x power of minus 1 to 0 by taking the value of r as 1. So go back to that equation. So here you have r as 1, so a1 1 minus of 1, right? R is 1, so this is also 1 minus 1 will be 0. X power of r is 1 minus of 2 will become minus of 1, x power of minus 1. Whereas the second, third and fourth term does not contain x power of minus of 1, so we are not going to take that one. So we equate that to 0. Right, you have just equated that to 0, you will be getting a1 into 1 minus 1 will be 0 is equals to 0. So 0 into anything will be 0 itself. So the condition is satisfied here. Left hand side, right hand side are the same. Therefore, this a1 need not be equals to 0. So even if a1 is not equals to 0, because this 0 is there, 0 into anything will be 0. So left hand side, right hand side will be the same. So you got two values, a1 and a0. Now we'll try to equate the general power of x to 0. Equate the coefficient of, we will be taking x power of r to 0, general expression. And here for all the values of r greater than or equals to 0, we will try to find out a general expression. So if you try to observe this equation, go back to the equation. This is already x power of r here. This is also x power of r, x power of r. So second, third and fourth term are already having x power of r. Only in the first term you have to make this as x power of r. So how to make that as x power of r? So I'll just show you over here. So you're having x power of r minus of 2. So what is the value of r you have to put here so that this minus 2 cancels out. To cancel out minus 2, you have to get plus 2. So put r as r plus 2 here. So it becomes x power of r will become, so put r as r plus 2, so it becomes r plus 2 minus of 2. So what happens, plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled, you will be getting x power of r. So you're getting x power of r. So in the first term, to make the value of r minus of 2 as r, you have to put the value of r to be equals to r plus 2. So this equation you have to put r as r plus 2. So we'll be getting a r plus 2, r will become r plus 2, here r will become r plus 2, and this is minus of. So we got the coefficient of x power of r. X power of r as a r plus 2, r plus 2, r plus 2 minus of 1. Second term, you already have x power of r, so you are going to write down the terms as it is, ar r into r minus of 1. Coming to the next term, minus 2 into, you have ar into r. Next term also you have x power of r, so write down plus n into n plus 1 into ar is equals to 0. I want the value of ar plus 2 over here, so therefore you take this second, third and fourth term on the right hand side. So you'll be getting ar plus 2, r plus 2 into r, this is plus 2 minus of 1 will become plus 1, is equals to, negative sign will become positive, it becomes ar r into r minus of 1. This negative goes on the other side, becomes positive, plus 2ar into r. This negative goes on the other side, here positive is there, positive goes on the other side, becomes negative, minus n into n plus 1 into ar. Or suppose if I take ar common here outside, so what will be left out here, r into r plus 1. So can I multiply, r into r will become r square, r into minus of 1 will become minus of 1. That is the term. ar will be taking common outside, plus here 2r will be there, ar will take common outside, minus here n into n plus 1 as it is. So now I am taking ar as common here, remaining terms have written inside. And from here, suppose if you write ar plus 2, you can cross multiply this r plus 1, r plus 2 on the other side, becomes divided by, it comes in the denominator, r plus 1 into r plus, so in the denominator we will be getting r plus 1 into r plus 2. So this will be equals to, this is r square, this is plus 2r, minus of r will become plus r. Alright, this is minus of n into n plus 1 whole divided by, the denominator value you have r plus 1 into r plus 2 into you have ar value. Alright, or further if you want to simplify, if you want to write down this expression, negative sign if I take common outside, I will be left out with n into n plus 1. This is negative already, but these are positive values. Because I have taken negative outside, this becomes negative value, that becomes minus r square, and that becomes minus of r whole divided by, the denominator as it is r plus 1 into r plus 2. So r plus 1 into r plus 2 into this ar value as it is. So you have got the general expression ar plus 2, and this value is for all r values greater than or equals to 0. So why is that I am taking r greater than or equals to 0? Because I have already obtained the value of a0, a1. So I have to get the value starting from a2 onwards. Because a0, a1 is obtained, from a2 onwards you have to get, means what should be the value of r here? R should be 0. So starting from 0 onwards. So if you put r as 0, it becomes a2. R as 1, it becomes a3. R as 2, it becomes a4, and so on. So that is the reason why I am taking r as greater than or equals to 0. So that is the general expression of ar plus 2 you have got. So let us take this as, say, equation number 3. So now I'll take r as 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and try to find out the specific values of a. So starting with r as 0. So put the value of r to be 0, 1, 2, 3, so on in equation number 3. So what we'll be getting over here, if I put r as 0, we'll be getting a2 is equals to minus of n into n plus 1. R is 0, so 0 square. R is 0 whole divided by denominator r is 0 into a. R is 0. That's the expression we'll be getting. So you will be getting minus n into n plus 1 divided by denominator. This is 1 here and this is 2. So 1 into 2 will be 2. So we'll be getting a2 will be equals to minus of n into n plus 1 by 2 into a0 by taking the value of r as 0. Now put r as 1. So when r is 1 in equation number 3, you'll be getting a3 is equals to, right? You just observe that equation number 3. a3 will be equals to minus of n into n plus 1 minus r is 1, so r square, 1 square will be 1, minus r is again 1, whole divided by denominator r is 1, so 1 plus 1, again r is 1, 1 plus 2 into a, r is 1, so we'll be getting a1. Further, if you try to simplify, it is minus of n is there. If you want, you can multiply this n inside, so n into n will become n square, n into 1 will become plus n. This is minus 1 will become minus of 2, whole divided by the denominator value you have 1 plus 1 will be 2, here 1 plus 2 will be 3 into a1, right? So this will be equals to, if you want to simplify this expression over here, so I can write it is minus sign as it is. Can we simplify this expression, n square plus n minus of 2? If you want to factorize, you can factorize this one. So you have n square plus n minus of 2. So if you want to factorize this one, you can write this value to be n square. It is plus 2n minus of n minus of 2. The factors. So n can be written as 2n minus of n. Alright. So therefore, you can group the first two and the last two. You can take n common from here, you will be left out with n plus 2. Here minus of 1 is common, you will be left out with n plus 2. So what is common further? N plus 2 is common here, and you will be left out with n minus of 1. So you factorize this expression. So you can write the expression as, first I'll write n minus of 1 into n plus 2 whole divided by denominator 3 times of 2 will be 6 times of this a1. So you got a3 value. Because a1 is a non-zero term, a3 will also be a non-zero term. Now we need to find out the value of a4. Again, for a4 you take r is equals to 2 in equation number 3. So go back to that equation number 3. So this is your equation number 3, right? So here you put the value of r as 2. So we'll be getting r is 2. So 2 plus 2 will become 4 is equals to minus of n into n plus 1 minus r is 2. So 2 square will be 4 minus r is 2 whole divided by denominator r is 2. So 2 plus 1 into r is 2. So 2 plus 2 into r is 2. Alright, so just plugged in equation number 3. Now let's try to simplify this expression, which will be equals to minus of, again I will try to multiply, n into n will become n square plus n into 1 will be n, minus 4 minus 2 will become minus 6 whole divided by the denominator 2 plus 1 will be 3, here 2 plus 2 will be 4 into a2. You need to factorize this one. You have n square plus n minus 6. You know how to factorize, as we have seen in the earlier case. If you multiply the last and the first term, will be getting minus 6 n square. You have to choose two terms in such a way. If you multiply, you have to get minus 6 n square. If you add, you have to get plus n. So can I write this as 3n minus 2n? So 3 3 into minus 2 will become minus 6, n into n will become n square, and plus 3n minus 2n will be plus n. Just factorize this one. So n square, so in place of plus n I can write plus 3n minus 2n, and this is minus 6. Group the first two and the last two. N is common, you will be getting n plus 3. Here minus 2 is common, what will be left out? N plus 3. Or further, n plus 3 is common here. If you take n plus 3 common, what will be left out? N minus of 2. So you can replace this n square plus n minus of 6 here as n minus of 2 into n plus 3. So it is minus of, you will get n minus of 2 into n plus 3 whole divided by, what do you have? 4 times of 3 will be 12 into a2. But we already know the value of a2. So the value of a2 have already calculated here. a2 value is minus n into n plus 1 by 2 into a0. That value you can plug in over here. So into a2 value is minus of n into n plus 1 divided by 2 into a0. So let us try to simplify it. Minus of minus will become plus. You have n into, next value you have, say n into n plus 1, this term here, n minus of 2 into n plus 3 divided by 12 times of 2 will be 24 into what you have into a0. So you got the value of a4. Because a0 is a non-zero term, a4 will also be a non-zero term. Put r is equals to 3 in equation number 3. So put r is equals to 3 back in equation number 3. So you put, you will be getting a, r is 3, so 3 plus 2 will be 5, is equals to, it is minus of n into n plus 1, minus of r is 3, so 3 square will become 9, minus r is 3 whole divided by r is 3, so 3 plus 1 into r is 3, so 3 plus 2 into a, r is 3, a3. So let us try to simplify this expression. Minus of, it is multiply n into n will become n square plus n into 1 will be n, minus, it is minus 9 minus 3 will become minus of 12 whole divided by the denominator 3 plus 1 will be 4 into 3 plus 2 will be 5 into, you have a3. You can factorize this one, n square plus n minus of 12. So multiply the first and the last term, which will be minus 12 n square. So you have to choose two terms such that you get, when you multiply you have to get minus 12, when you add you have to get plus n. So can I take that as 4n minus of 3n. So 4 times of minus 3 will be minus 12, n into n will be n square. Multiply. If you add, this is 4n minus 3n will be plus n. So you can rewrite this as n square plus 4n minus 3n minus of 12. Group the first two and the last two. N is common, so we will be getting n plus 4. Here minus 3 is common, you will be left out with n plus 4. Further, what is common here? N plus 4 is common. So what will be left out? N minus 3 will be left out. So which will be equals to, it is minus of, this will be n minus of 3 into n plus 4 whole divided by, you can just multiply, 4 times of 5 is 20 into a3. a3 value we have already calculated. You can just observe what is the value of a3 you have got. So we already obtained the value of a3 over here. If you can observe, the value of a3 is minus of n minus of 1 n plus 2 divided by 6 into a1. This is the value of a3. That value we will try to plug in over here. So just try to rewrite it is minus of n minus of 1 into n plus 2 divided by 6 into a1. That's the value of a3. So let us try to simplify this one. Minus of minus will become plus. So writing that as positive value, remaining terms of n you can write. So n terms will be n minus of 1, then you have n plus 2, right? N minus of 1, n plus 2, and the remaining terms here you have n minus of 3 into n plus 4 whole divided by 20 times of 6 will be 120 into a1, because a1 is a non-zero term, a5 will also be a non-zero term. Now all these values you have to substitute back in the initial solution that we have assumed. If you go back to the initial solution that we have assumed, that is equation number 2. Refer equation number 2. Can you see here equation number 2? Y is equals to summation of r is equals to 0 to infinity a r x power of r. But different values of a are calculated, so we need to expand it. So put the value of r as 0, r as 1, r as 2, r as 3 up to a5 we have calculated. So I will be writing down this series equation 2 up to a5. So starting with r as 0, I will rewrite this equation number 2. So equation number 2 in the expanded form. In the expanded form is, so y is equals to, so first put r as 0, so we'll be getting a0 x power of 0. Next r as 1, a1 x power of 1 will be x itself, plus a2 x power of 2, plus a3 x cube, plus a4 x power of 4, plus a5 x power of 5. So because I have calculated up to a5, I will be writing down the terms up to a5. So remaining terms are there up to infinity. Now you can rewrite this one. a0 is a non-zero term as it is. X power of 0 will be 1 itself. Plus again a1 is a non-zero term. I will just write down a1 as it is times of x, plus a2 value. Go back to the value of a2. What you have obtained? Just observe that a2 value. a2 value you can see here. a2 is minus n into n plus 1 by 2 into a0. So this value will write here. Minus n into n plus 1 by 2 into a0 times of what you have, x square, that is a2 into x square, plus a3. What is the value of a3? Once again you can see the value of a3 that you have obtained is minus of n minus of 1 n plus 2 divided by 6 into a1. So this value I will try to plug in here. This is a negative value, so minus n minus of 1 into n plus 2 divided by 6 times of a1. Next value a4. So a4 is a positive value. So you can see that the value of a4 that you obtain, this value, a4 value, right? N into n plus 1, n minus 2, n plus 3 divided by 24 into a0. So this value we'll try to plug in here. It is n into n plus 1 into n minus of 2 into n plus 3 divided by 24 times of a0 into x power of 4. Next a5 value you have. a5 value is again plus, a5 value is this, is n minus 1, n plus 2, n minus 3, n plus 4 divided by 120. So it is n minus of 1, n plus 2, n minus of 3, n plus 4 divided by 120. It is a1, x power of how much? X power of 5, and the terms will continue. Further, if you try to observe this expression over here, you are having a0, a0 values, one set of values, then a1, a1 and e1. So we'll try to take common. a0 will try to take common and write down one term. So a0 times of. So because I have taken a0 common, what will be left out here? 1. This is a1 term, I will write separately. Here a0 have already taken common. What is left out there? N into n plus 1 divided by 2 into x square. Next, this term is your a0 term, plus a0 I have already taken common, will be left out with n into n plus 1 into n minus of 2 into n plus 3 divided by 24. I have just written this expression in such a way that we get n, 1, 2, 3, just in an order, some order I have written here. Then what you have? X power of 4. remaining terms will be there over here. Then plus, now we'll take a1 common. If I take a1 common, a1 is this term here, x is there, this is a0, this is a1 term. A1 term you have here x cube, right? a1 x cube. So a1 term, what you have, minus of n minus of 1 n plus 2 divided by how much? 6. a1 is already taken common, will be left out with x cube there. This is next here, a1 term. So plus, what you have, n minus of 1 n plus 2 n minus of 3 n plus 4 divided by 120 times of what you have, x power of 5 and the remaining terms. So further you can simplify this one. Y is equals to a0 times of, it is 1 minus n into n plus 1 divided by 2 into x square. So you can write this 2 as 2 factorial. 2 factorial will be 2 itself, plus n into n plus 1 into n minus of 2 into n plus 3 divided by this 24 can be written as 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 24 times of x power of 4 and so on, plus this a1 value as it is, x minus, this is the n minus of 1 n plus 2 divided by, how can I write 6 in terms of factorial? 3 factorial. 3 factorial will become 6, plus here n minus of 1 n plus 2 n minus of 3 n plus 4 divided by 120 can be written as how much? 5 factorial into what you have, x power of 5 and so on. So further you can write y is equals to a0 times of this entire series. I can write in the form of u of x. So what is u of x? U of x is a complete series, this one, first expression, plus again a1 times of this expression completely can be written as v of x. So this series, what I have written, the solution what I have written represents the solution of the, so this is the series solution, this is the series solution of Legender's differential equation. Legender's differential equation. That's all I have for today. Thank you.